Reinhard Heydrich. Even his name sounded cold, metallic. He was the architect of the Holocaust, the mastermind behind the systematic extermination of Jews. A man of chilling intellect and ruthless ambition, he was one of the most feared figures in the Nazi regime. He was Heinrich Himmler's right-hand man. He was the Reich protector of Bohemia and Moravia, a title that belied the iron fist with which he ruled the occupied Czech lands. Prague, once a vibrant city of culture and beauty, had become a cage under Heydrich's watch. The streets were patrolled by SS officers. The people lived in fear. Arbitrary arrests were commonplace. Executions were a regular spectacle, a brutal reminder of the Nazis' absolute power. Heydrich's reign of terror earned him a chilling moniker, the Butcher of Prague. The Czech people yearned for liberation. They longed for the day when the swastika would no longer cast its shadow over their city. But resistance seemed impossible. The Nazis were too powerful, too entrenched. Yet even in the darkest of times, hope can ignite in the most unexpected places. For the Czech resistance, planning to fight back against a man like Heydrich was fraught with risk. It was akin to striking a tiger in its den. But the desire for freedom burned brighter than their fear. The Czech people knew they had to act, no matter the cost. In the heart of England, a clandestine operation was taking shape. The Czechoslovak government in exile, along with the British Special Operations Executive, hatched a daring plan. Their target, Reinhard Heydrich. Their mission, assassination. It was a gamble, a desperate throw of the dice against an enemy that seemed invincible. The operation was codenamed Anthropoid. Two young Czechoslovak paratroopers, Jozef Gabčík and Jan Kubiš, were chosen for the mission. Both were hardened soldiers, veterans of battles fought on foreign soil. They understood the risks involved, the near impossible odds they faced. Yet they volunteered without hesitation. Gabčík, a man of few words but unwavering resolve, was the group's leader. Kubiš, younger and known for his meticulous attention to detail, was the explosives expert. Together, they formed a formidable team, bound by their patriotism and a shared thirst for vengeance. Their training was intense, a grueling regimen designed to prepare them for every eventuality. They practiced parachute drops into the dead of night, honed their weapons skills to deadly perfection, and memorized the layout of Prague. Each man carried the weight of his nation's hopes on his shoulders. Failure was not an option. The night of May 26, 1942, under the cover of darkness, a British bomber carrying Gabčík and Kubiš touched down on Czechoslovakian soil. The men parachuted into the darkness, their hearts pounding with a mixture of fear and anticipation. Operation Anthropoid was now a reality. They made contact with the local resistance, finding refuge in safe houses scattered throughout the city. The resistance fighters, risking their lives, provided them with weapons, intelligence, and a safe place to plan the assassination attempt. The stage was set for a confrontation that would reverberate throughout the war. May 27, 1942, dawned bright and clear in Prague. Heydrich, as was his custom, was being driven to his office at Prague Castle in his open-topped Mercedes. The route was always the same, a display of arrogance that would prove to be his undoing. Gabčík and Kubiš, disguised as ordinary Czech workers, waited anxiously at a sharp bend in the road near Belovka Hospital. This was their moment. They could hear the roar of the approaching car in the distance. Their hearts pounded in unison with the approaching engine.